should be making is I try to be very generous. Because it felt so great because last night it was such a team effort. I assembled such a crew because I'm treating my specials and I'm treating these kinds of opportunities like, okay, if I did a talk show and got a talk show, wouldn't I hire a writing team and a writer's assistant to keep track of all the notes and a producer to like just weigh in on stuff and call meetings together to talk about what are we going to do with this TV show? That is protocol. But with stand-up specials, you just kind of go, I'm taking a special, I'm just going to on my own put together this narrative. Then I just get up on stage and tell jokes in different time increments. I'm not really putting together a story. I don't know how to weave a story. So now I'm like, oh, let's bring on someone to do my special that knows something about weaving a story. Okay, actually, let me call in my friends who are fun
Where are you doing the special?
Riff with. I did it in Seattle.
And what company?
It's coming out Saturday. That's why I'm here to promote.
Netflix?
No, HBO. HBO.
Whoa! Ooh la la!
Let me just say, neither knew about each other.
What do you mean?
The two guys I've been fucking ran into each other this week with the debut of the Tom Brady roast Netflix and HBO special. It's a week. It's a collision of. It's a PR. It's a dream though because HBO feeds Netflix. Netflix feeds HBO. You should be proud to have this person. A network shouldn't want to own
each other. What are you talking about?
They feed each other. Well, okay. People are going to watch my HBO special because they saw me on Netflix.
How do two hungry people feed each other?
He thought you were talking about two guys who actually are fucking. He thought you were talking about.
No, I'm not.
Am I talking? No. Stop. Am I Taylor Swift?
Nikki, can I just say something? I literally just woke up. So you're coming out.
I haven't slept in like 30 hours.
I know.
34
I think that's what I'm witnessing. So I'm just saying, just slow it down, man, right now.
Okay.
No, it made perfect sense to me.
Okay.
I know for most humans, right? But it's just like
you amp me up, Bobby.
You amp me up, baby. So So what you're saying is they're both competitors.
Yeah. So I'm.
No, slow it down. Hold on. Let me just ask.
I'm sorry.
Welcome, by the way. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I love your show so much.
Right. So
a Tiger Belly clip comes up. I'm gonna watch.
Okay. And then
I'm stopping to watch that whole clip because something fucking hilarious or revealing is gonna happen. That's the promise of a Tiger Belly clip. Here's one right now. You're welcome.
There's two. So they're competitors, and they have to fuck with each other because of scheduling and stuff.
Yeah. Is
that what you mean?
Well, no. I mean, like when you are working with. I just found this so counterintuitive when I started working with networks, and they would be like, "You can't do things on other networks. We own you." And I'm like, "But isn't it good for people watch multiple networks? They're not only watching Comedy Central, so they're going to see me on something else, and then they might go, hell, where else can I see her?" And it'll drive me to the thing at the other place. So it's weird when a network wants to own you, and like we're the only one that works with you. Right. You're only on our network. They have to come to us for you, like. Well, how are they going to find out about me if I don't do other things?
Right.
Because they're not watching. You're trying to get them. They're obviously not watching right now. They're watching other things.
Nikki, everyone knows about you. What are you talking about? In terms of like, look,
but this is a perfect situation. This is a perfect situation.
The business itself.
No, this is a perfect situation of Netflix truly feeding HBO.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, because, I mean, the timing of it all is just couldn't be more perfect.
I see. I see.
And HBO could feel threatened by it and go, wait a second, that was our week with her. She's our girl. Right. Like, she's going and doing press. She should be talking only about her special, and she's going to get all this attention for the roast. Well, guess what? I'm going to get so much more press because of this roast. And guess what I'm going to mention? My special on HBO right now. It's called Someday You'll Die. And I wrote the theme song for it, and you should go listen to that song right now, which is also available. Sing it. Someday you'll die. That's the hook.
That's so good. So I remember like a month ago, you were like talking about doing the roast.
Yeah.
Okay. And you were like,
look at that.
You were telling me how many people are going to be there. Remember?
Yeah.
At the forum or whatever.
Yes. Oh, yeah. We were outside.
We were outside, and then you were like, you know what I mean? And I'm just working on these jokes and this and that. And I'm like, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you were calm about it. You were calm about it for me.
I was calm about it, but I was like telling you, like, I mean, you're going to kill it. But what I'm saying is, because I've been in situations where, I mean, you know, you're doing it in front of a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so let's take us through what goes on. So are you nervous? Were you nervous yesterday?
Yes.
Petrified.
Did you meet Tom Brady first?
No. Oh. And usually we do. But it's right before. Even I've done the Rob Lowe one. I've done the Bruce Willis one, Alec Baldwin, and then it's been 5 years Pre-COVID was the last one, and then it's this one. And this one was obviously it's at Netflix, so it's different than the Comedy Central ones. And he's Tom fucking Brady.
And they don't give you like parameters.
It's you go into it. It kind of is like you found out you get it, and you just go, "Who's doing it?" And they're like, "Well, we'll tell you when we know." And you just kind of are like. So just writing Tom Brady jokes. Okay, what's the angle going to be?
That joke.
Start just thinking about it.
I saw you do it.
I started reading about him. I started watching his documentary. It's just like I want to like absorb this man and like feel like I can really form an opinion about him. And then you eventually find out the other people that are in it, and then those people drop out. And then so you wrote all these jokes. The best joke of your whole set, you completely lose because that person.
Well, put it in your act. Then you can put it in your act. No.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, good point.
Ooh,
I have a question.
Great,
like, do you guys cross-reference jokes? Like, what if you land on the same thing?
Dude, it happened last night. Talk about nerves. Okay, so I was already nervous going in, and I'm sitting there, and the show starts, and Kevin Hart is doing his opening monologue, and he does a joke I have.
No, not the rock joke that I like.
No, but he does.
Did you do that joke?
I did. Oh yeah, I did
And
that
it
joke.
crushed, right?
Thank God he
So
didn't have that
good.
joke.
Well, that joke. You know that joke?
Yeah, the extra weight,
5 pounds.
the 5 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I saw her
The
do it
Rock
3
has
weeks ago in the main room,
5
and
pounds of
I
semen
literally.
into Kevin Hart's little body.
Yeah. I literally collapsed on the floor.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's such a great joke. I'm so proud of that joke. But the one that I was actually very proud of too was that you were on my, I'm getting horny for him, and I'm like, you were on my fantasy team last night. My clit has CTE now. I was like, and then I go, and I would show you, but the NFL's making me cover it up. And I just thought that was like such a nice punch of like, it's a soft, like fantasy team is soft, clit's hard.
Yeah.
And then the tag is just almost as hard as the clit. It's just a perfect, and then Kevin Hart says, Tom Brady, when you got out of your divorce, you were fucking around so much, your dick has CTE. And I'm like, and I just like, I'm going like, oh dear. And then I'm like, what do I do? Okay, so now I know that it's Kevin Hart's set, and then it's going to be Jeff, and then I know he's doing 6 minutes or 7 minutes, probably going to run to 9, and then I have Drew Bledsoe. His will probably go 6 minutes. So I have I'm working with 10 to 15 minutes where the audience can forget that joke and reset and maybe be open to hearing it again, and then I can just always say,
you can't do the joke. It's done.
No,
Don't even think it.
No, but she did it, and it was.
I did it.
Yeah.
Bobby, let me understand my reasoning, Bobby. So I go, I have enough time.
Yeah, I never
I
saw
can
that. I
reset.
didn't see the
They can
roast
reset.
of it. That's fine.
And I could always say, and I don't really care because we wrote the same joke. It's not a crime. And mine was already loaded in the thing. It's not like that would be insane if they were like, Nikki Glaser stole Kevin Hart's joke that I just heard and repurposed. It's obvious.
Did you
what
tell
happened.
the audience like this next joke?
I thought about doing that. So it's running through.
I would have done that.
I go, okay, maybe I'll do the joke and I'll go, that would have done better had the same joke not been written and someone didn't catch in the teleprompter. Like I wanted to maybe lash out.
Yeah.
Like do a Joe Coy where you're just like, who fucked me on that? My writers! It was my writers. It's not me.
You made the right decision because I watched it and I didn't clock it.
Well, thank God. I had arrived at that decision in my head. I go, okay, I'm just going to do it because it doesn't matter. Just do it and blow through it. Because they're going to doubt you for a second and go, did we just hear this joke? But not really because it's a different word. There's going to be a moment of I think I remember. There's a lot of jokes in between that. A lot of show happened. 15 minutes is a lot of show.
You didn't open your thing with that joke, did you?
No, it's buried in the middle.
Good. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Just blow past the CTE part. Don't that was going to be like a CTE, la, and then
I would have done, and now my clip has
just
CTE.
And see, that's an interesting delivery that would have made people feel like because it doesn't sound like a joke.
Oh, that's why I'm not a roaster.
No, dude, you could.
Yeah, I've never done a roast.
What, really?
What the fuck?
Oh
no,
my
I
God.
literally have never done one.
What? Why?
They've never asked me.
Oh,
But
so
you
you've
don't
never
want
been asked to
to.
do a roast?
Well, if they asked me, I would do it, but it's not
but
like,
mean,
I don't
what about
vie.
a
Like,
roast
can I
battle?
do it?
Roast battle.
Never done it.
What, would you do it though, if asked?
At this point, no.
It's a lot of work, I gotta say. Writing
At this
jokes.
point, no,
it's putting together a show. It's it's a lot harder than your act.
I just don't want to do
Wait, do we have thoughts about the Oscars?
Oh, yeah. That was pretty boring. Just a bunch of people getting awards and stuff,
Coda, Best Picture.
Yeah,
Congrats.
Coda,
That's all that
congrats,
happened,
yeah.
right?
Denzel was nominated for the Macbeth. Three people saw that movie. Who would watch that movie?
I genuinely didn't even know that.
It's black and white. It's Macbeth. No, thank you.
Really?
Yeah. I thought Amy Schumer was good on the Oscar. I don't know what else happened. I know that's it.
That's it, right? Nothing weird happened, George?
When I told you about it, did you see it after that?
Oh, of course. I watched everything.
Were you stunned?
It was pretty shocking, and I've tried to I've tried to hit it from every angle.
Yeah, here's the deal. I mean, obviously, in the beginning, when I first saw it, I was like, yeah, because he bumped me twice.
Who Chris Rock did?
Chris Rock, Friday and Saturday. I wasn't able to go up. He's a nice guy. I'm just saying. There was a little part of me was like, Dad, don't bump. You know what I mean? And then Eric made a little meme of the slab visit. Don't be bumping people in the OR. You know what I mean? So, which is funny. But when you really think about it, because there was a moment after Will said, don't ever fucking talk about me. A couple times he said that. Where Chris, I know that look because I've been there. It's a moment of shock and trauma. It was traumatic. He was assaulted in front of millions and trillions of people. I mean, not millions of people watched but virally. I mean, you're talking about the world saw it. The whole world. Russians saw it. Putin saw it. I bet you Martin Putin saw it. Zelensky maybe not, because he's fearing for his life. But it was assault, and it was he has issues. That's a man with issues. There's an issue there.
We all have issues, but his was just front and center stage.
Think, right? You're sitting in the front row, right? You have when Mel Gibson looks at you and like, you crazy, dog, you have a fucking problem. You see Mel Gibson, like, you know what I mean? That's crazy.
But do you think it's just like method acting gone too far with, King Richard, because he was that type of like tiger dad? Maybe he never got out of that tiger dad mode.
No, because you're at the Oscars. You have all your peers in front of you. Will Smith has been famous for a very long time, right?
Right.
He knows what it all means, okay? He knows what it's like in his personal life going to a mall. He doesn't go to a mall. He's never been to a mall. He's that famous, right? He understands that he's been to the Oscars many, many times before. He's been nominated before, right? He understands how many people are watching. I mean, he understands all of it, the environment, It's like even if I saw, I mean, I have dudes that I hate. If the Pope was making a speech and that dude was next to him, the guy that I hate, even if I had a shot, I had a gun, I wouldn't do it because it's like it's next to the Pope. You know what I mean? That's a terrible.
I don't know, babe.
I'm not good at analogies. I'm sorry. Give me another shot, man.
Yeah.
I'm not good at analogy. I'm not gonna do another analogy, right?
I have a question. Do you think that they should have escorted him out after that?
What I would have liked is had Denzel win it, and then he sees it and it's a scribble with Will Smith's name on it. They just put like a kid's letter, Denzel, you know what I mean, or whatever. Somebody wrote it real quick. Yeah, but Denzel is sort of like, he's got like a James Baldwin vibe to him. He's very articulate. He's very wise.
He's a sage.
He's like a sage. Yeah. I don't know what was that thing that he said to Will Smith.
Something like
the devil will get you. The devil will get you when you're at your highest, or something. Yeah. Like, who says that? That doesn't make any sense.
What did you think of his whole speech after everything?
Who?
Will's. Well, like when he was like his whole like rambling speech about like how he's a protector and that's why he hits people.
Here's my thing about like people saying, oh, like, wasn't it so great that he protected his woman? Like, for me, let me fight my own battles. Like, I don't need you to come to my defense. If my choice, if my action in that moment is to, cringe, not like the joke, sit down, I don't need you to, like, you know what I mean, get all macho and then slap a dude for me. Like, it makes me feel worse.
Imagine me and Kalila are in the audience. We'll never go there, but
we'll never.
Yeah, but
certainly not front stage.
And Chris goes, "Look at Kalila with her heart defect or something, right?"
Yeah.
And people are laughing, right?
But something worse about my the way I look, not so much my heart.
Bobby Lee's dating Stanley Tucci.
Oh God.
Stanley Tucci's here, right? And I kind of laugh, right? And I look over, and you're upset, right? I would look.
What if he said this?
Yeah,
Even worse.
Okay, go ahead. I'm in the audience.
Yeah. She looks so much like Stanley Tucci. He hasn't fucked her in 2 years.
No, you have to look upset. Then I look back up here, and I look at you, and I'll go, "We're on TV. Smile, bitch. We're on TV, bitch. There's billions of people, bitch. We're millionaires, bitch. You mean you can take that?
It's true.
Here's a guy who you literally get out of touch. You know, it's like I have a theory. Okay, Chris Rock is not out of touch, and the reason why he's not out of touch is because Chris Rock, out of the 30 years I've been doing stand-up, has always done the Comedy Store, right? There are comics that won't do it. They don't come back. And then when they do show up, they have weird people around them and they don't go up. You know what I mean? And one example is, and he deserves the kind of mystique that he has, Eddie Murphy. Now, okay, Netflix gave him a bunch of money to do a special, right? Now, it might be the most amazing thing you've ever seen, but, you know, I honestly believe that he might be a little too out of touch to do it, you know? And the material that he has, it's just like you have to live a normal life to have life experiences for people to relate to it, right? Like Chris is always at the clubs. I've never seen Bill, not that Bill Burr's at that level, or even Chris is at Eddie Murphy's level, because they've never had his kind of movie career, right? But it's like, even when we met Jim Carrey.
Don't even say that.
Right.
We don't
Did
know
you
that
we,
for sure.
I know, but you know, we saw hung out
Yeah?
with Jim Carrey Friday. So I go, hey Jim, I shook his hand, and then he introduces himself to her.
Bobby has wishes, and he wishes he's a cuck.
You could suck his dick.
Can you just stop?
I want him on Tiger Belly. Jim, if you're listening,
I'm offering up my body.
I'm offering.
I'll suck his dick to get him on Tiger Belly.
That's not
I'll take it for the team.
that's a negative, not a plus. But what a weird party that. It was a cool party. I'm glad we went though. It was Keegan's birthday party.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ron Howard's there. She's like, go say hi. Like, what am I going to say? Oh, what was I going to say? Apollo 13 is great. I don't know what to say to him.
Yeah, what would you say to Ron Howard?
So, happy days, huh? Like the one thing that like he completely like doesn't want to talk about. So what was Pat Moreno work with? Something like that. Yeah, Karate Kid, huh?
I like our tactic though.
What?
Our tactic of just getting us much
With your music? You
Thought
do live
about it.
shows?
I thought about it.
I think we go great.
Oh,
Yeah.
I will say,
Yeah?
I'm about to go on tour. I've been on tour
asked you.
for the last year.
I know, but I just asked you if you...
Well, I just remembered. I'm about to do this tour, and I have a very special announcement. I'm throwing my first festival, August 4th, Petco Park. My first festival is finally coming, and I can't say the acts that are playing with me, but it's called Fire Festival, and it's going to be fucking crazy. I think it's going to be the greatest concert ever put on.
It's been
Can
It's been done
we
before.
have that?
It's been done before? Don't they have a fire festival?
Yeah.
Did you watch the documentary?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
I even brought you guys a little gift.
Yeah. Great.
This is my festival.
Oh, it's a correct with real.
Oh,
Real
fire. Real fire.
Yeah, it's the real deal.
Petco
Park.
Park.
Yeah.
San Diego. Petco Park.
This is the first time I'm announcing it, so it's a big deal.
Yeah,
Try to
no,
get it right.
I'll say it right. I'll say good, right?
You think maybe you guys could hold it up?
Yeah, sure.
We'll hang it up too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking we could probably put it over that portrait of you.
Yeah.
Or maybe, yeah, I mean,
In fact,
if
you
we
know
could get it, like,
Here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. For
yeah,
you, right?
I like this.
Yeah. Can we take this off?
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think it will probably live longer there, you know.
So,
Oh wow, he's never taken that.
Wow.
taking this off.
Hey, wait, you think maybe we can make a trade?
No, you can't have that, man.
Okay,
And then,
Nice move.
fair enough.
Can you reach that high, sweetie?
Can we get him? Can we get him a step ladder or something?
Wow, there it is.
I love it. So I'm first announcing it here.
Roman. You guys, I have ED. My PP don't work.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes it
does.
Sometimes it doesn't. But you know what? When the moment arrives, what I mean by that is intimacy. You need to be ready, and Roman ready. Whether you've been in a relationship for years or just getting started, having the confidence that comes from preparation means you're free to enjoy the moment when the moment comes.
The truth is,
ED is really common. In fact, 52% of guys aged 40 to 70 experience some form of erectile dysfunction.
Hello?
Did you say hello?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh. Go to getroman.com/belly now to speak to a U.S. licensed healthcare professional about erectile dysfunction and get $15 off your first month of treatment.
And also, Roman's system is completely confidential and totally discreet. No big logos or labels on packages. So, when it comes, just tell your girl, hey, it's a Nintendo Switch game.
And it's really nice when the benefits of ED treatment can help you reconnect with your partner and rediscover the joy of sex.
Go ahead, babe. Gilbert.
Hey, getting started is simple. Just go to getroman.com/belly and complete an online visit. Once again, go to getroman.com/belly today. And if you're prescribed, you get $15 off your first month of ED treatment. Make sure you're ready to have confidence and control this summer. Roman, ready.
So I'm first announcing it here. My first festival ever.
An exclusive, guys.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
I assume they're going to walk out.
No.
No?
It's going to be fucking crazy, bro.
really
And that's the beginning of my last tour ever.
Yeah.
Cowboy Tears, one last ride. And we're going across America for
That's
the
amazing.
final time.
Can I...
What are some other world records you'd like to set this year?
Oh, do you know about my world record?
Oh, we know about it, yeah.
I built the world's biggest scooter and I crashed it back in 2019. And
Can I ask why you chose the scooter? Is it
well,
because you were
I
part
used
of the
to be a
scooter
professional
club?
scooter rider.
Yeah.
What's so fucking funny?
It's
What are you laughing about? Dude, I'm about to walk.
It's joy, dude. I can't feel joy for your accomplishments.
I feel like you're laughing at me.
But you're not.
with-
You're interpreting it the wrong way.
All right, what's so funny?
When I feel happiness and joy, I laugh because I feel the joy.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you can't. I think you're being racist, dude.
All right.
Because that's
We need
how,
to cut that out.
No, we don't. Because that's how Koreans, you know what I mean, express
don't know
joy.
what you mean.
So I'm telling you,
Okay.
right? Different cultures do things differently, right?
That's true.
So Oliver Tree,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Actually, I prefer Doctor or Dr. Oliver Tree. But you can, at least you're
I'll take you one further. What if I call you Sir Oliver Tree?
That's not as good. I think
Okay, doctor then.
Doctor is preferred.
Suffice. All right, so Dr. Oliver Tree.
Or just Doctor.
Doctor. Doctor. So doctor.
What are some world records?
Some
you
other
have?
word, and I'll try. If I feel the joy, I'll try not to laugh.
Right, so
yeah,
this was the
that's the
scooter.
scooter. Amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that took a long time to find the funding. No one really wanted to help me pay for that, so
I love the slides. But
Yeah,
what are
look-
some other world records you have
Is that you on it?
that's me.
in your future, do you think?
Well, I wanted to build the biggest pants. I was just under with this.
Oh, really?
Who made them?
I did.
They look like Jinkos.
Yeah, they look great.
Thank you.
Can you break dance with those? I feel like you can.
I've been known to dance, yeah.
Yeah.
I got some crazy moves.
Yeah, I could tell.
You guys dance?
Yeah, I dance too.
And he's a big dancer.
I'm a big dancer
You're
myself.
you're a TikToker.
I've TikToked.
I saw like some of your TikTok.
I've TikToked. I've TikToked.
Are you into it?
I'm into it, man. You know, give me some other world records.
Well, I'm not really supposed to talk about this, but Guinness, I don't think they're gonna let me break anymore. They've been pretty upset with me.
Yeah, I can see why, because when you have somebody like, you're basically, in terms of world record, you're like the Cristiano Ronaldo.
What's that?
Yeah, what is that?
You know who Cristiano Ronaldo is?
No. What is it?
It's who is it? It's not what is it.
Who is it?
He is one of the greatest soccer players alive.
Football.
Right. So I'm pretty sure they want to set some rules against him too, bro. Right?
Really?
Yeah, because so you're basically the Cristiano Ronaldo of Guinness Book of World Record, and so people are just threatened by you. And I guess Guinness is basically going, no more. That's him.
That's you, dude.
And you guys are very similar in
We have a very similar
body.
physique, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Although I'll be honest with you, if us three were on an island, I would go to him first. But after a couple years, I would be sick and tired of that, and I would go to your hut
Why do I have to be stuck on an island with you and not you?
I know.
That's what I'm wondering.
because I will not allow it.
You know what? Because
She wouldn't
I'd
fuck
get
you.
us
That's
out
why.
of there.
Correct.
I'd get us out of there.
I'd fuck you.
You seem like a problem.
Yeah, but she wouldn't
and
fuck
you seem like a problem.
Ooh.
I have a problem.
Yeah.
I'm your biggest problem.
Yeah.
Yeah?
At this point.
Yeah.
But seriously.
I'd feed you fish.
Yeah, I
We'd
love
have
this
good-
idea.
You look like a fancy turtle right now.
Excuse me? I'm about to walk.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Can
I'm
you
just saying.
Be nice.
I'm
Maybe
just
give me some
saying.
coffee.
I will. I'm just saying.
Can you say something nice now?
All right.
I've been literally the sweetest guy this whole time.
I know. I'm just literally saying you look like a fancy turtle.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, dude.
Fancy. I like that.
Yeah.
But
Are you offended by that?
wow, that's
Yeah. Yeah. There are worse turtles you can be, right? That's you right now, dude.
I'm down.
Yeah, yeah.
That dude
So
looks
that's a
badass.
cool.
I need a monocle next for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
But I will say,
Yeah.
I did like this idea of us on this island.
You and I?
Just us, yeah.
Yeah. Tell
Yeah,
me
yeah.
about it.
Yeah, what would happen?
wanna know.
We're just hanging out. I'd play you some music. I'd sing for you.
Yeah.
Make you amazing meals.
On
pretty much
on a
just-
deserted island. What? Coconut milk? What are you gonna?
Bro, it's not a desert island. We have a crazy castle there.
Desert island?
Dessert. Dessert island.
I like the sound of that.
Does I?
We would make our own.
I said
mini
deserted, right?
No,
Yeah.
a desert island.
Oh, you would make
We're
a
just
dessert.
eating dessert.
I practice gratitude.
Yes.
So I'd be very thankful and I would return the favor tenfold by always making sure there was a bounty of fish
I love this.
to grill, that there would be a bounty of coconut to eat,
Wow.
that there would always be wood to burn. I'd take good care of you.
I love the sound of this.
Yeah.
That's what I've been looking for.
Would you guys sleep on the same?
Of course.
We'd rotate.
Honestly, you would. Babe,
yeah.
look at me. You would.
Yeah.
This fucking distorted turtle.
I think I think
Excuse me.
I think what you're not reading, Bobby. I think what you're not reading is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fact that when your vibrational levels are aligned,
We're connecting.
Yeah.
that there really is no resisting or fighting the urge between two people.
That's a fact.
Dude, like you're a normal guy, but you look like you're propecia.
Excuse me?
Progeria.
What?
Progeria.
Which one?
Progeria.
What is that?
Progeria?
It's basically it's the
Yeah.
opposite of Benjamin Button. So when
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
a baby,
Look up
you look
progeria.
old.
Yeah,
It's really sad.
You don't have this, but you look like you do. Look.
I'm not pulling it up.
Yeah. Why? Just look at. Pull it up, man. Pull it up, man. Right. So yeah. So.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Go.
All those
yeah.
poor kids.
They're poor. Yeah, but that's what.
Bro.
Bro.
What is wrong with you?
No, what is wrong with
I
your
wanna
face
know,
right now, dude?
What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with your face right now? That's you without it.
Without what?
Without having it. I'm sorry.
Bro, you
You're right. I
You are
crossed the
walking
line.
a very
I
tight
crossed the line. I'm sorry. Do you want to have In and Out after this?
I'd love to.
I'm sorry.
We would love
Yeah,
to have
we
In
would.
We would
and
love
Out.
to have. Can I come?
No.
I'm coming though.
Not after the way you've been acting
I'm
for
so
the last
sorry.
30
Dude.
minutes.
First of all, I'll apologize. Right?
I'm
I called
coming.
you a fancy I've turtle. That was wrong.
Well, that
I
was
was
one of the
threat-
nicer things you said.
I know. That was threatened, right? And I just said that you had.
Did you? Why were you threatened?
What?
Did you
I
feel,
feel
that?
you're-
You know, when an alpha male walks into the room,
Yeah.
did you start to feel,
No.
wow, maybe this
Yeah.
guy might, was it threatening?
I'm just gonna say this, dude. If you and I were in a tribe, we're gatherers.
You are a gatherer.
No, we're gatherers.
I am an alpha male.
So you would go out and hunt meat?
Of course.
No, you couldn't, dude.
Why not?
The fucking horse would fling you off. You.
Bro, I grew
Yeah,
up
you'll be
going
like
to a
Christopher
horse
Reeves.
ranch every year. That's why I made a country album. My parents own a horse ranch. I grew up going every single year. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of things you don't know. Don't judge a book by its cover.
I adopted a horse 2
What?
years ago.
You have one still? No way. You have a horse?
Well, it's in
love
being since we don't have space for a horse
Yeah.
really in this home.
Right.
She's being taken care of in a horse sanctuary. But
How often do you get to see her?
I was just there in the desert
Wow.
past weekend.
I'm sure it's nice to get away from him.
Occasionally.
See, that's why. That's why I said the fancy turtle,
Progeria.
and that's why I said progeria. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I said propecia at first.
Propecia. That was weird.
I said propecia.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, that was
this-
weird.
I'm not laughing.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you're not laughing. I know you're not laughing, but I think propecia does apply.
Does it?
Yeah, a little
Why?
bit. Yeah.
What is propecia?
Propecia is the pill that you take when you're losing your hair.
Okay, and what's the disease where you lose your hair and you're allergic to your own hair growth?
I don't know what's that called.
It's alopecia.
Alopecia.
I think that's what you mix both. In
Yeah, I
your
did.
head.
Yeah, I had like a brain aneurysm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're like alopecia. You know what I mean? Anyway, sorry, my bad. So you know what? That was not wrong of me. Yeah, how about this? I said something negative about you, dude. Say something negative about me.
No, I don't operate on those vibrations.
All right.
That's very low.
Oh, I went low.
You're acting like Ethan Klein, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, but I
Stop.
get Ethan right now.
Why? Because he's threatened by the alpha male who walks into the room.
Yeah, you know, if that's what I'm feeling, I'll have to analyze that. Oh, look at him. Oh, like Elton John. Pretty good.
I'm about to walk.
No, oh, please.
about to walk.
All right, Elton John's a very talented man.
That's true.
Yeah. We don't know how old you are. You won't say that. We don't know really much about you because you want to remain a mystery.
Yeah.
Right. But
Yeah.
can you help us with this?
Yeah.
My buddy who directed it also wrote it, and my buddy who's also in it. So yeah, I really do want to I want to act a little bit.
Yeah.
And write stuff. But yeah, mostly I just want to like be kind of what you're talking about. Like look for some happiness, be a fucking human being, not feel like you have to like surrender yourself to your career.
Yeah,
Which,
yeah.
It's hard not to feel that way when shit starts going good because most of your life it's bad, and then you start getting attention. It's like, oh, I have to keep doing this. But if you do that, you'll just fucking something will destroy you. For me, it will be food. I know it. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
the thing.
can I ask you about food? Or
Yeah,
I don't want to.
please.
I don't want to put you on the
You
spot.
won't offend me. You won't. Put
You
me on
won't?
the
No.
spot. No.
Because when I first met you at Bad Friends,
Yeah.
How much do you think you've gained since then?
Probably 30, 40 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gained too. You know what I mean? What is it? What is it? Because what you eat or the amount? You think?
I think a little bit of both, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah.
I just like a little ice cream. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me
it's my
too.
like I can do like I've done drugs, I'll drink, but it's like food really is just I love a nice little treat. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, I had Korean barbecue last night, and I drove by on Western that ice cream place with the milk ice cream, and I got a gigantic cone with it, and I go, oh yeah, put the Oreo pieces, and then also the breading stuff, right?
Yeah,
And I devoured it, and then I went and got in line and got another one.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah,
respect.
I also
dude.
because I think for my face,
But that's the thing. You're also a little guy.
yeah, but I'm still pretty fat for my size. Though.
Yeah, you're cute though.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, thank
I like
you.
that little gut, dude.
I think you did.
Yeah, you're not too fat. You're just tiny and old.
Who's your
Little dick.
crew? Okay, let me. Who's your crew in New York?
My crew?
Let me throw some names out.
Sure,
See
sure.
if they're a part of your crew.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you garbage guys?
love those guys.
Are they your crew?
I mean, if they're my friends, yes. I don't
You've had dinner with them.
We don't have. Yeah, we've.
Let's.
We don't have
figure-
like matching jackets. We don't play dice in the alleyway and sing doo wop.
Oh no, but let's define what crew is.
Yeah.
A crew is somebody that you would invite to your wedding.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So would you invite them to your
They're
wedding?
close. They would be in the maybes, and I'd have to see how much of my family comes.
Ah,
I mean, like,
yeah,
they're-
yeah.
I love those guys, but you know,
Yeah, yeah.
wedding's a good.
Do you have a big
barometer.
family?
I don't actually. Even though most Greek people have like
Yeah.
huge cousins and shit, I have. Both my parents only had one sibling, and then I only have 3 cousins total.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
It's
Really
crazy.
small.
We have like extended family. You know, I have like second cousins and stuff in Greece that we're kind of close to. I have my godfather and his family and stuff like that. But it's pretty small. My parents they moved to America and they made a lot of like friends who, you know how it is. It's like those are your aunts and uncles, but they're not actually related to you. But yeah, it's pretty small. My family's pretty small.
They're proud of you.
Yeah, now they fucking are. You know what I mean? It's like now all of a sudden.
Yeah.
They supported me doing comedy. You know what I mean? Now it's-
They're never on board at the beginning.
Yeah. My dad really changed his tune up this year. I'll tell you that much.
He did.
Yeah.
But you blame them?
Yes. Yes, for sure.
I know there's always that little thing where it's like you want to tell. Like my parents are immigrants.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to sit down and go, remember the 10 years? You're like, you're never going to make.
Yeah,
You know? You're not good.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Right? Like every day, go to college,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And now look, right?
Totally.
And then, but, they change. They're like, oh, congratulations. I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah,
proud
yeah.
of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can't just go, what the fuck? But deep down inside, it's there still a little bit.
Yeah, but you're dealing with way more. I don't mean to again be Dr. Stavros here, but you're one of the most abused children of all time.
Really,
You think your dad fucked your shit up, bro? I see the clips.
Yeah,
I see the fucking.
yeah.
Like my dad was kind of rude to me. You know, there's a
Yeah. I
difference.
guess you're right.
He didn't beat me with fucking golf clubs.
Yeah. Yeah, and tennis rackets and stuff.
Yeah. Exactly.
I did write a new joke there, and it didn't work. And I just see what the joke is.
Sure.
And maybe it's not funny.
Are we workshopping it?
No, I thought it would be funny, but maybe it needs more, right?
Yeah.
So basically, 'cause my dad used to beat me with golf clubs, right? And I go, and that's why I hate golf today. Like I can't watch. I fucking hate it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
If it's on TV. He used to beat me with tennis rackets, and if I see a tennis racket, I get PTSD trauma.
Right.
So that I'm so glad my dad didn't beat me with pussy.
The structure is good.
Yeah.
Pussy makes no sense though.
Why? Because I love pussy, and if you put me with pussy, I would hate it now.
Yeah.
That connection.
Yeah,
I
it
get
took a
it.
while for my brain to get there.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
I would do something other than pussy, but I like when
Yeah.
you're like
Yeah.
two things I hate.
Yeah.
I'm glad
I try
you
to do a
didn't-
formula thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, what a pizza then? I'm so glad my dad didn't beat me with pizza.
Still, I can't connect it in my
Yeah,
brain.
why can't you connect it?
I connected.
I know you connected it. Yeah.
But it didn't elicit.
Because it's not funny. It's not a
No.
joke that works.
No, but the beginning, no, the setup was really funny.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm so glad you didn't.
yeah.
No, because that is a good setup, and it is, you know.
You understand where I'm going?
Yeah.
I just can't because I tried it on stage and it just got nothing. I go pussy.
Yeah. Well, you're also expecting it too much, probably.
Yeah, but no, you got nothing.
Yeah.
And oh shit, that didn't work.
Yeah.
Do you ever do that when you try a new joke you think it's gonna work?
Sucks.
And
those are the ones that always fail. The ones that you're sure you got a banger.
I know.
And you're like, oh, they're gonna fucking carry me out to this one. And then it's like crickets.
And then you accidentally fuck up a joke, and that's the way it's now is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
just laugh at that, and you're like,
Totally.
I didn't write it that way, but I fucked it up. But I guess that's how I'm going to keep it.
Yeah, it's nice to just go up there loose and see what the fuck happens.
Is that
But
what
I
you
like
do?
that.
Is that what you do?
I do, yeah.
You know, you never go. I'm going to say this, and this, and these new things.
I have them as bullet points, and the first couple times I just like, however they come out, and then I go back, try and get the wording right after I've said it like 4 or 5 times.
But do you know where the funny is?
I think so.
Because sometimes I'll go, I have a premise. I don't even know where it's funny.
Yeah, that happens a lot too.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going to just try.
And then you just give it a shot.
But then you'll start talking about it, and then you're like, oh, there's nothing here.
Well, it's like, but it's like those videos where they just throw a baby in a pool.
Yeah.
And it just kind of figures out what the fuck to do.
All right.
That's what you got to do.
That's what you got to do.
Sink or swim.
It's sink or swim. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm good at too is bailing. Yeah. Do you ever bail?
I like, I mean, I've bailed before.
Yeah.
Sure.
I love bailing. You just
Like,
kinda-
it doesn't feel good.
no. What you do is you're saying a new joke premise, right? And you don't really know where the punchline is, and you're halfway there, and then you realize, oh fuck, there's no out. But then you figure out an older joke that you can segue into. So I've done that before.
Oh, a seamless bail.
Yeah, like a
I
seamless
thought you
bail.
were going to do like a bail that's like, that's not going to fucking work.
I've done that too.
And that's a cheap laugh.
You guys saw me right through that. That was a new joke.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
fine.
It's so embarrassing though.
You get one of those per set. You can't do it twice.
You can't.
You can't be like,
Do you still have bad shows?
Sure.
Really?
I mean, if I'm, new stuff, yeah. It's tough. It is tough. I'm sure you feel this way too, where it's like when people are coming to see you, it's almost like it doesn't feel as fun. You know what I mean? Like I miss having to win over a crowd that despises you.
I know.
Has no idea who the fuck you are. You had to be sharper. Although I say that, and then I bet if I saw tapes of me doing comedy, I was probably so bad at it. But there is something to it. Sometimes it feels too easy, and you have to kind of hold yourself accountable and do shittier shows or do unannounced shows so that not everyone's your fan. Because if everybody's your fan, it's just,
See, that show I did in the Belly Room
Yeah.
was the same thing. They
Yeah.
didn't know I was on.
Yeah.
When they called me up, it felt like they didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
And it became hard. And that's how I was pissed off about that.
Wait, they didn't know who you were?
That's what I.
At the belly room?
Yeah, it wasn't. I wasn't advertised. It was like some random promoter.
If it's a small enough show,
Yeah.
I think you'll be surprised.
I'm not that famous.
You are.
Pretty famous, dude. But
You're famous too, then.
you're more famous than me.
I don't think
but
so.
I think you are.
I don't think I could sell the tickets you sell.
I don't know. Who knows about that?
Stavi, can I say something?
Sure.
You have the nicest skin
Oh, thank
I
you.
have ever seen.
Thanks. Yeah. It's my good attribute. That God gave me that one.
But people do tell you this?
Yeah. People tell me it all the time.
Incredible, like Korean skincare level.
Yeah, I've done nothing for it ever once in my life.
Ever?
I've never done anything.
You have not a single pore inside.
Yeah. I got.
I
That's
was
the thing. It's
from
nice.
head to toe too. I have to since I first met you.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I became. Don't take this the wrong way.
No, I won't.
But I got more gruels.
Hell yes, that's what I want.
Yeah, but
remember
when I met you,
that was the whole point of that podcast.
Yeah,
to make you believe in yourself.
Yeah, I believed in this.
That's what I like to hear.
Because
dude.
you look like a guy. Here's the thing, everyone
Yeah,
listening,
go
right?
ahead.
You believe in you,
I do. I
right?
really do.
From head to toe,
Yeah.
right? And it's like I was like, oh yeah, I'm my own thing,
Exactly.
right? And it's like not everyone likes balut
no.
or like some weird
Which is
food.
a pity.
Yeah.
but not everyone likes.
I don't know. I can't.
here's
I don't want to eat little beaks.
Some people don't like eating avocado because it tastes
Sure.
weird.
But that was the most attractive thing about you. Is like you didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, and I'm back in that zone.
Like even like the first time, like in the bedroom, like he was doing like an air guitar in the corner naked.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know what he was doing. I was like,
air guitar. That's what I was
it's
doing.
fucking weird. And he wasn't breaking character. He was really getting after it.
Yeah.
And I was
Respect.
like, fucking
Respect it.
weirdo.
What's
I
up,
love
dog?
it.
Yeah.
Thanks, player.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I love that.
But I had lost it, and then when I met you, I was like, that's my Padawan.
That makes me feel. You have no idea how good that makes me feel.
Yeah.
to know that podcast actually changed your life for the better.
You affected me
Hell yeah, dude.
in a positive way.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
What's the matter? You good?
Yeah, I just had a little coughing.
Yeah. So you're gonna do. So you're here for a week. We're gonna eat Saturday.
We're gonna eat Saturday. I can't
right?
wait.
Where are you staying?
I'm staying in West Hollywood.
Good. In a hotel or a
Hotel.
Airbnb?
Yeah.
Nice.
I wanted to get a fucking sick Airbnb. I found this sick place, and I was so scatterbrained. You ever just leave? You just don't hit confirm. And I was looking for the fucking email yesterday, and I was like, I don't have a fucking place to stay.
Oh, yeah.
And so I got a pretty nice hotel, but I'm kind of pissed because I wanted to treat myself. Get a place had a hot tub.
Oh wow.
But
yeah.
this place has a pool, so if it's hot again,
Yeah.
maybe I'll take
If you ever also, you have my number, right, or no?
I don't. Let me grab that.
After this, yeah, because if you ever want sponsors or need help, or I mean, not that you need help, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
because here's what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is guys like you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get you, Schultz, DeStefano,
Love those guys.
and those guys to be able to play LA clubs easier.
Yeah, because it is a little.
It's weird.
You
the
kind
system.
of you kind of have to jump through a couple hoops.
Yeah, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because I've said this before. When I go to New York, I get treated like royalty.
Yeah. They're really good about it.
They call me
Yeah, it's awesome.
Elizabeth and
Yeah,
Liz.
yeah. Liz is awesome.
She's the best. And she goes, "Hey, shithead, I know you're in town. What
Yeah,
spots do you
yeah,
want?"
yeah, yeah,
And I tell her, and she gives it to me. And it's like, but then I've seen Morel and Norman, all these guys come here, and they go, "How the fuck did we get into this
Yeah, it's
room?"
tough.
And one time, and I don't want to make fun of the main room at the Comedy Store, but it was packed. But the lineup was,
Right.
and Shane Gillis was there, and he
Yeah.
looks at me, Shane, and goes, "I want to go up now." And I go, and there's nothing I can do about it.
That's crazy. They wouldn't put Shane up.
The lineup is okay.
Yeah.
But he's not.
Even if it was great, put him on for.
I
10
know, but
minutes.
there was no way to do it at that second.
Right.
And it hurt me.
Yeah.
Because I know that they would do the same for me in
sure.
New York.
They would definitely
Right, so I'm
do
trying to figure that out. You know what I mean?
Sick, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'd love that. Yeah, I gotta fuck it. I don't want to think about comedy for a
No,
while.
I don't want you to do it. I'm just saying.
But when I,
I just throw you out
This
there.
week I don't want
I
to do it.
kind of love that because you don't hear a lot of people, especially comics, like if they're not, even like someone like Bobby, like if you're not working, you just feel like you're either falling behind. Like, do you intentionally just try to take like weeks off where you're just you and?
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm going to do this year because I said that I was going to do that last year, right? In fact, I feel like the last time when I was on the podcast, it was kind of a thing where I was like, I've worked too hard, and then shit just kept getting better, and I felt like.
Did you see the fight Saturday?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. No, he was spectacular. Hold on. So.
I think you can beat him.
Let's talk about
So do I, but I'm retired and old and.
I don't know.
But are you? Are you?
You can always come back.
No. Definitely not. Well, there's your.
I know. But still, I'm gonna say you look right.
Oh well.
Age, what they say, age is just a. What do they say? Age is just a number.
Isn't that what R. Kelly
Stick
said?
me and him down a back street together.
Yeah. But in an alley
love
fight.
him.
What?
Stick me down a dark alley.
Yeah.
No, of course. Yeah.
But I think in a bar fight, you could probably beat him, huh?
What does that
Of
mean?
course.
What does that
Of
mean?
course.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
even a conversation.
Yeah, in a
But
bar
don't
fight.
do that.
Yeah,
Don't-
yeah.
Don't make me disrespect the champ.
He's
No.
great. He's great. He's clinical. He's a bright guy.
Oh, he's
but
fucking awesome.
He's a nice guy. Yeah.
Don't make me say that.
But I'm just
'Cause
saying.
I will say it.
I know you will. I know you will.
Wait, that is a good question.
Yeah.
though. Like, could a UFC champ be a really poor bar fighter?
Yes.
No.
I mean, like he couldn't
No.
know.
No, because of
No.
no. I'll tell you why. Because of distance, right? He's a distance fighter, right? In a bar,
Adesanya?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
in a bar, you could once you corner him in that, let's imagine an old timey bar, right, with those funny paintings, you know what I mean, of Englishmen, wherever he comes
a
from,
pub.
a pub, yeah, right. You know what I mean? And they have the, Sinatra playing or whatever. I don't know what he does.
No, we don't have to know the place.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: in
Yeah.
most of those places that you're trying to describe,
Yeah.
there's normally people that are very drunk.
Yes.
They don't know how to fight.
Right.
They don't have fighting skills.
Yeah.
They're not in shape.
They're not in shape.
They've
yeah.
got a bigger beer belly than you.
Right.
And,
That's rude. That's also rude. All right. Yeah.
very
yeah.
strong.
It's a little ball busted.
yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
Yeah, listen, he needs range to operate, but I'm still sure without the range,
Yeah.
he can find the mark.
Yeah. And I just think that I know you're retired, but I think that if I was in your corner, right, and I was your coach, I would say, listen, Mike.
What would you say?
We have to we have to fucking what do you pin off? You know how you corner somebody in the ring? What do you call it?
Corral them against the fence.
You cut off. We're gonna do cut moves.
What do you mean?
Right? Yeah. No. Just
You want me
listen.
to cut off the fence?
No, just-
slowly work him up.
I'm your coach. I'm your coach.
Sorry, coach.
Mike.
My bad, my
Hey,
bad.
buddy. You know
Have
what I
a
mean?
British accent.
Hello, Mike. Yeah, call me dog.
Yeah.
Call me
What's
dog.
up, coach?
Hello. So, Mike, we're gonna cut off the ring. We cut off the ring, right? He goes this way. You go that way. He goes this way. You go that way, right? And then
I said, coach, when did you go gay?
I'm a gay.
Listen, it's fine. Whatever you want to do,
Hello,
coach.
yeah, doc.
But Jesus Christ,
So-
you're going to
so-
tell me these things.
I
We're-
just called
We're
Dale.
getting naked in the shower. You know what I mean?
Right. So then, once you cut him off, right, he'll have deer in the headlights, right? He won't know what to do, right? And then you go, ka. What you do, right? You do what you do, right? I just think that you could do it, and I'm going to convince you this whole hour, right, to get back in the ring.
Well, I would, but I've got no knees.
Oh shit!
I've got one eye.
Oh, that's right. You have one eye.
I have one eye.
Like
this
Popeye.
is fake.
Yeah.
And then I just had two, since I last saw you, two total knee replacements.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I just had one 4 weeks ago today.
Yeah.
Or tomorrow. So yeah, not fighting anytime soon.
Well, we're not. We haven't started actually yet legally. I mean, we're gonna keep the stuff in.
Legally.
Legally, we haven't started yet, right? So we're gonna keep the stuff in, right? That
Hold
we
on,
just
before
said.
we do, I have one more question because we were listening to, you know how with these new fights with the audience, you can hear the cornermen and everybody's so much better.
Yes.
So we've been listening to the cornermen and we kind of started asking ourselves, like, what kind of, like, if you're 2 rounds down, what do you usually want your cornerman to say that you're 2 rounds down,
You
or
want
that
them to be
depends on the
honest.
fighter?
No. You want them to be honest.
Yeah.
You want them to say, listen, did you come here to lose? Did you come here to get your ass kicked? Because that's what's happening right now.
Right.
And you're fighting like a pussy. You're being a little bitch. And if you want to make the last 3 months of your life worthwhile, then you need to go out there and fight the way you trained.
Right.
You know? Because
You know-
you got to knock this guy out or you got to get a finish if you're going to win this fight.
I liked what Henan Barrow's coach said to him when he was losing to T.J. Dillashaw for the first fight, right?
Which was?
Which was he said,
Cut him off.
think
cut
of
him
your
off.
no. Hello. No, he said no.
Governor.
Hello, governor. No, he said, think about your family.
Oh Lord.
Right, he ran deep. Right, you have.
It's like my
kids.
son's got leukemia. Thanks. I'm about to kill myself.
Right, and when he said that, I was just like, holy shit. I don't know if I want to hear that.
You know what? I didn't, because when I swam,
Yeah.
my mom used to try to do that.
Yeah.
We got to pay our electricity bills. Like I was 8 years old.
Oh, she would say that when you're losing.
No, because I was part of the
How could you
Philippines-
listen to her when in the water?
No. So,
What are you,
like,
aqua?
so like when I was in the Philippine team, they would pay you for every race that you would win. The government like gives you these things, right? And that's what she would say. Like I remember being 12, and those were her exact words. Think about the family. Think about our electricity bill.
Wow.
No, but that is why you do it. You know, you're only doing it. I mean, fighters, listen, you know, we're not. I'm sure if there was another way of earning good money, we'd do it. We'd figure it out. And generally, we do towards the end after you get a career. Then it opens doors. But the reason why you put yourself through that is for your family. So yeah, that's great advice to think of your family right now. Think of your kids. Think what you're trying to give them. Because guess what? You're dancing around like a little bitch right now.
Yeah.
That isn't helping your kids.
Right.
Okay.
What if your coach doesn't think that you can do it? Like, for instance,
I'm sure they've thought that about me. And they're like,
Right,
oh,
right.
God, what are we going to do? Just
I wouldn't
like-
want my coach to go, you're killing it, champ. Right? My eye is falling out, right? And I'd be like, really?
Whoa.
Yeah, you're
Why-
up on
why you
every-
go with the eye stuff? Please,
Like you,
Bobby.
just like you. Michael
Wait,
Bisping.
Rebecca, start the car.
Isn't that what Ronda Rousey's corner did?
Oh yeah,
against Holly Holm?
That's right. I remember.
They're like,
yeah.
you're killing it,
You're
champ.
doing. Yeah, you're doing it. Yeah. And she's like, really? And she went out there. Oh, that. I remember that one move that Holly did where Ronda tried. When Ronda tried to punch, and then she did a switcheroo. And here's the thing, and you okay? You guys know, right? I've never done one.
You never did a special?
Never. Right.
It's funny now that you mentioned it. I'm like, oh, yeah, but you never even did like Comedy Central Presents or one of those.
No, never.
Really?
No.
Yeah, I think I've done like late night. I did the Tonight Show back in the day, and I've done stuff just to establish myself as a stand-up.
Sure.
But half the tweets I get is like, "What are you going to do a special? Why don't you do a special?" Number one, it's like, and I don't want to make fun of people, because I'm not like a guy that like, you know what I mean? Because I know everyone's trying their best.
No, they're not.
I know.
What an LA thing for you to say. That's very nice. They're not trying their best.
Yeah.
They're fucking half-ass. I was talking to one of the kids that was opening for me in San Francisco this weekend, and I was like, because I'm working on this new hour, and I go, dude, I'm not putting it out till it's fucking ready. And I go, the audacity of some of these comics, the shit they're putting out that they think it's okay. And this is their debut.
Yeah.
And they're putting it out themselves.
Yeah.
It's one thing, man. No motherfucker's going to say no if you're 2 years in and Netflix goes, here's $150,000 to do a special. No kid is going to go, no, I'm not ready. You're going to go, oh my God, my life is changing. But when you put it out yourself, and you're like, this needs to be out there, and you're looking at this shit, you're like, you thought people needed this?
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, but I also don't equate my success. It's not linked to doing stand-up.
Right.
Right? Because I've made money my whole career and never done a special. And I've not just made little money. I've made great money. You know what I mean? I've survived, right? When I go on the road, and I'm sorry, but I sell out every ticket.
Why are you sorry?
I'm not sorry, but I'm just saying. And people are like, well, why don't you do a special? I go, I don't need to. I go to Chicago and Florida or anywhere, and I sell out in 5-10 minutes.
It's great.
Right? My point is that why? What is it? Right? So it's like, for me, it's like and I look at other people's specials, like there's somebody,
I know.
Yeah, there's somebody from a different country, right, who's a female. I saw that person,
that
right?
one. Got it.
And I watched it. I got a couple years ago, and I watched it. Just listened, right? And I go, I don't even know at what part it's supposed to be funny.
Well, I'll say name. I'll name names.
Why do you feel comfortable? You like?
Yeah,
because it hurts people's
Hannah
feelings.
Gadsby fucked the whole game.
I don't know who that is,
You don't
and I
know-
think she's great. I think she's great. I don't know who that is. That's what who else.
Hannah Gadsby fucked the whole
She's
game up.
great, and she's wonderful.
I'm not saying she has a bad message. I'm not saying
I like the message.
I liked her. I liked her until she got preachy about what other comics have to
What's
do.
wrong?
I hated her message. Her message was
All right, turn him up, I guess.
was to me that like comedy does not like surpass all, that you have to be depressed in the end. And
Well-
that was the message that like she ended with that I fucking hated. It's like so anti-comedy.
Well, yes, I could see. I think that's one perspective, right? Like, and I don't think that that's wrong necessarily, but I just mean like if you want to talk about how we should be more accepting and all these things, I think that's a nice thing to say. And I don't even have a problem with you saying it on a comedy special, and I don't have a problem with you even crying on your comedy. But my point is when I say she fucked the game up, she put this message. Once she got that swept up in all of it. Then she started saying, if you're not, so first she does a special without punchlines really, and you go, okay, whatever. And I'm only saying this because she's arrogant. I'm not saying it to stir up.
I mean, that's the key. That's the key.
That is the key. If she never said shit and went, thank you guys, I'll see you in a couple years for my next one. And but she started going everywhere. If you do this, then you're not using your and all that shit. And comics that do this suck and whatever. However she said it. So my point is this: she did a special that mostly lacked punchlines. When there were punchlines, they were weak. And then after that, she started preaching to people how they needed to do comedy. And she got a lot of press doing it. And she fucked the whole game up because she didn't fuck the game up. The game, it is what it is. Where there's room for all of us. I'm just saying, when you see this influx of these horseshit specials where somebody thinks that just because they have a point of view, whatever, and that's not the only horseshit. There's hack horseshit in all directions.
Yeah.
But the ones that really get a lot of shine right now are these like perspective specials, and they're just like, I don't know, man. If you want to do TED Talks, go do TED Talks. And here's why it pisses me off.
Yeah. Can you turn my mic up? I can't hear myself.
Here's why it pisses me off.
Yeah.
I got into comedy because I wanted to get into spoken word. I wanted to be Henry Rollins. And Jello Biafra. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I wanted to go on stage and read like essays that I wrote and shit.
Oh.
That were my opinions. And I was like, well, I can't do that because I never sang in a famous band. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody's going to listen. The closest thing to it is stand-up. So I guess I got to figure out how to be funny on stage. And it annoys me now that there are people being like, well, you don't have to. And it's like, no, you do. Hannah Gatsby doesn't have to because she caught lightning in a bottle.
Yeah. Also, it's when I watch it, I don't know. Even if Netflix goes, we're going to give you one, but you have to do what they're doing. I'd just be like, I don't know how.
Right.
Right. Because I play at the Comedy Store. You know what I mean? And I'm in front of beasts. Right. And I have to kill. Right. Because it's when you're following. There are nights where I had to follow Bill Burr, Rogan, all these guys back to back.
Ron White.
In a packed room, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't go, oh, wow, Asian hate. It's terrible, right?
Right,
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I can't do that. I have to go out there and go light my pubes on fire. You know what I mean?
Opening.
Or something.
Opening.
Yeah, I have to open with that. Yeah.
It's a two-headed beast, right? Because there's that side of it, which I've always said. I go, there's a pressure, man. When there's money involved, now there's pressure. You better deliver, and you can form very bad habits that way.
I have.
Dimitri, we all have.
Yeah.
Dimitri Martin said, like, I hope he doesn't mind that I'm quoting this, but he left the Comedy Cellar. He stopped performing there, and he went to the alt rooms, as they were called back in the day, and he said, I'm forming bad habits.
At the Cellar?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you had to kill.
Oh, right.
Now, I like the Cellar. I performed at the Cellar, but there is a truth to that.
Dude, you literally just blew my mind right now.
Why?
That's what I need to do.
What?
I have to get out of the clubs.
Well, here
you just literally. That's it. That's it.
You have the advantage. You can do that.
I don't know where to go.
You'll figure it out.
I don't know where to go.
That's the thing. Like you hit a certain point in this business where it's like you don't need to be doing 4 sets a night at the store anymore.
I do that every night.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, but you go on the road. It's like, I was talking to Dan Soder about this, and I was like, dude, I'm not doing sets on Tuesdays. I'm not doing sets on Mondays. Motherfucker, I'm not doing sets on Thursdays or Sundays or Wednesdays. I'm doing sets in the city on Friday or Saturday if I'm in town because those nights pay the most. And I'm not doing 6. I'm doing 2.
Yeah.
Because I'm going on the fucking road. This thing of you live on the stage, it's such stupid fraternal horseshit. It's what you need to do in the beginning.
Yeah.
You don't need to do it for your whole career. And you're in a place of great advantage now because you can afford financially to go fuck around in a bookstore.
Yeah.
And just be like, who gives a fuck? I'm not getting paid. I can just fuck around and. But here's the other side of it. When you're coming up and there's money involved, there's pressure, but you get money, so that's great. I remember talking to Kurt Braunohler and Kristen Shaw because they were alt kids. And the first time I met them was at
Who's Kurt Braunohler?
Kurt Braunohler is a comic who co-hosts Hot Tub with Kristen at
see.
the Virgil every week, and he's great. He's very funny. But the first time I met them was at a club called Comics in New York that's also gone. And they were like, we were very young, and they were like, this is cool. Like, you work here. Like, and I was like, yeah. And they were like, we're trying to get over here to like make money. And I was like, I'm trying to get to where you are. I'm tired of I'm afraid to try shit because I worry about fucking the show up or whatever, you know? Like, so the grass is always greener. But my point is when you get to a certain level that you're much more famous or whatever than I am. But like my point is we're still both at the level where it's like you don't have to go sit at the mercy of a club and all. You don't have to do it anymore.
Right. But you also, right, like when like the other day I had this feeling. I drove down Sunset and I saw this gigantic photo of Joe Coy. It's Easter Sunday Joe Coy, right? Right. And I went, ah! You know what I mean? I looked at it, right? And I went, and immediately when I see that, because him and I started together, I'm like, I always go back to myself like, why aren't you there? What happened to you? You know what I mean? You don't sell the tickets you sell. But then I say to myself, yeah, but I don't want to be you two. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to be Fugazi.
I say that all the time.
You know, I want to be the Pixies. I want to be like, I want to have my audience to be furious and into me, right? But I don't want to do stadiums.
I say it all the time. I say the exact same thing, and I use Fugazi as the example.
No.
I swear to you.
Yeah.
I say Katy Perry and Fugazi. I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
That's the difference, yeah.
Yeah, but like, but that's Joe. That Joe was always, and I always said, I know you're not knocking him.
I'm not knocking him.
Neither am I. But like, and I always said that, and that's what gets me mad about. Look, God bless Hannah Gadsby. Do your thing, but I hate when comics tell everybody it's all about this because we're not all in the same lane. We're just not, and I hate that not every comic, but I hate that the majority of comics think that they're all gunning for a Grammy Award. You're not. A lot of you are gangster rappers. You know what I mean? A lot of you are MC Hammers. A lot of you are pop stars. A lot of you are rock bands. Dude, I'm doing the fucking...
What band are you?